Okay, so I woke up this morning and walk out into the living room, and Whitney Houston's funeral service at the New Hope Baptist Church is on. It's like God wants me to watch this, right? At first I'm just moved. I'm trying to force down all my, knowledge of denominational heresy and just, pretend that everything's cool and this is just a funeral service. And they call up, I think, Kevin Costner, and he, actually says some good. I feel like that man's a good man, but then they call up Alicia Keys, and she sings not only that Whitney is an angel, which shows no understanding the Bible, because yeah, we should celebrate deaths according to Jewish tradition, and that's good, but don't. She's not an angel. I mean, you're starting to talk about, and yeah, I mean, that's not the problem. The problem is Alicia Keys said, "Thank you, Luca. Thank you for something." The video will be on the end of this video. So Alicia Keys literally saying, "Thank you, Lucifer," at this funeral in this Baptist church, and the symbol, of course, for this church is the cross, sideways, and a crown, which is a Masonic symbol. But then, is it? Oh, what's his name? Miles Davis or whatever. Gets up. Not Miles Davis. Dang it. Whitney Davis. Clive Davis. Sorry. Clive Davis gets on. And he starts talking about how on Tuesday he was at that hotel with her, Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel, and they were together in a bungalow. Well, this is really trippy. I get online, and we see some interesting stuff right here. Celebrities found dead in famous hotels. Whitney Houston was found dead in the legendary Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles on Saturday afternoon, making her the latest in a long line of stars who have passed away in famous hotels. And you go down to Jim Belushi, and he died from a supposed drug overdose as well. And these two people visited him in his bungalow before he died. So, am I just making weird connections? Well, then look at the coroner. This is the coroner for Whitney Houston. The same guy who did Brittany Murphy, who appeared dead in a bathtub in her last movie. Remember that last video I did? Now, that makes me feel like I'm not just drawing conclusions. That's way too many links. You have the same coroners who always do these deaths. And, I mean, look at him. The guy's not a good man. I have discernment of spirits, okay? This guy's high. This guy's pissed. This guy's evil, okay? I don't care he's wearing a badge. It means scum in my mind. And then her bodyguard gets up and starts explaining how he was there when she died. Watch it. The New Hope Baptist thing. It'll be on YouTube eventually, I'm sure. The bodyguard's wearing sunglasses the whole service. And he's talking about, I was there, but I stepped away and came back and she was gone, meaning dead. And he admits that, I don't know. It was why you're addressing her at her funeral, and all you want to do is state your case so no one thinks it was you. So just too many, this Clive Davis guy, he's talking about, I'm moved by the Spirit. He's reading it on a piece of paper that he's moved by the Spirit. The Spirit is probably not at a Baptist church, and it's definitely not in Clive Davis. So, I really tried with all my might to just just didn't want to ruin everyone's emotional send-off of this woman and with one of these videos. But when I heard Alicia Keys say, "Thank you, Luca, thank you, Fur," I lost it. And this Clive Davis character is making me feel weird. So, there's just more evidence. This definitely was some strange sacrifice and martyrdom. You know, even if she wasn't the holiest Christian, she was considered herself a Christian. That's enough to anger the devil and his people. So, the videos will be at the end of this video.
Thank you for guiding me. Now we send you home.
Every night thereafter. I thought of that just this past week, when Whitney and I spent Tuesday afternoon in my bungalow at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I looked at her on the couch, saw that she'd applied